Hello, hello, hello. Well, I promised a couple of people I would do a makeup live, so I'll cover a couple of techniques, so you have to kind of bear with me, because it's Saturday, it's Hotness Express Day, so I know I look really goofy right now, but it'll look better when I get finished, so let's get my hair out of the way. So, another thing I want to point out to you people is I've got a lot of dark spots, sunspots, melasma, redness, and unfortunately mine fall right where your contour goes. So I have struggled for years to find something that really works to cover it up. And I have the ticket. So, it's actually eyeshadow primer, but it works amazing. I'm going to put on some primer. I'm going to show you we have two different kinds. Oops, those are both the same one, isn't that lovely? I don't think I have the other one out because I don't use it. So this is VFX Pro. It's our camera ready. If you do not prime, you need to, especially if you've got, let's see, maturity lines, fine lines, and a few wrinkles. And if you've got large pores. So I have oily skin, so I have the larger pores. I like a matte finish, so that's why the ring light's kind of, here we go. This is the silver one. It's more of a matte finish. So if you like a dewy finish, the kind of more shinier, glowy finish, the purple one would be what you would need to use. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, just squirting. Probably should have done it ahead of time to show you, but I've just got like a little dab on here. Just kind of rubbing it in. I mean, because I really want it to emphasize my nose, where I've got the larger pores, just to fill in. Oh, Chad's on night, so while he was sleeping, I went to Buc-ee's. And it's pretty. Purple and lime green are my favorite colors. And it just, like, it's Mardi Gras, so I guess that's Mardi Gras colors, but that cup was calling my name, so I had to have it. Okay, so while that is kind of seeping into our skin, this is our, it's our eyeshadow primer. I got me out a new brush, but, you know, I dumped everything I had, moving it over here to the camera. Because, you know, that's just like the way I like to roll, you know, a mess. Oh, well, we'll make do with this. Sunday is my clean your brushes day. So, what I'm going to do, this is a great little tool. You can get them really cheap on Amazon. Just kind of cleans the color off your brushes. It does not clean or sanitize them. It just kind of gets the color off. So, this is a little pot. So, I will show you. I'm just barely tapping that in there. And this is our concealer brush. But look how it just like erases my magic potion. So this motion that I'm doing is called stippling. So anyone age 35 or older is considered to have mature skin, okay? So, and the more mature you are, it's better to just tap your makeup in, the stippling motion. That way it presses it in and you don't get the spot marks. But that's just a suggestion. You do however you want to do. So, I do not have eye makeup on. My eyeshadow, or my eyeliner is tattooed on. Got a little bit of one up here. Do another little tap, tap. You see how it's just taking those brown spots and just blurring them out. I got a stray hair somewhere. So I'm just going to do this one side of my face first so you can see how well it does. I don't know where that hair is coming from. It's shiny nuts. Okay. real hair sticking out from under my wig. See how it just neutralizes the redness? It's awesome. And it's really good because, I mean, most people don't have like this solid eyelids. They've got veins and purpley stuff and all kinds of things going on. But anyway, just to kind of give y'all an idea, this side, I use the eyeshadow primer to just kind of prep my face to get rid of these brown spots, the melasma. And this side has nothing. It almost looks like I've had a facelift on this side. Just a little bit. It's amazing what a little bit of brightening can do to your skin. So makeup does not take forever to put on, but when you're trying to talk and do it at the same time, it does. So, especially if I'm trying to learn or show somebody how to do something, I like to do step by step because I don't use filters when I take pictures. I mean, you get the real me. Wrinkles, fine lines, all that good jazz. Because I don't want someone to see a filtered picture and think, oh, if I use that product, my skin's going to look like that. So I do not do filters. So see how it just erases those dark spots? It's like awesome. And also too, when you have a wider or more even eyelid, it makes your eyeshadow really pop. So for some reason I've got this one little stubborn spot right here. It just won't cover up. Here we go. Finally. Okay. So now y'all can see this is magic in a tub. So I usually, there's no rules to how to put your makeup on. I kind of like to do my eyeshadow first. That way, if there's any fallout, because I am like the messiest person in the world, I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. So if I put my eyeshadow on first, if I mess it up, or if there's any fallout, putting your foundation on last will help that. So I'm just going to use some transparent powder to set my eyes for the eyeshadow. Okay. So this is one of my favorite palettes. And of course, you know, it's getting discontinued just like anything else that you really, really like. But it's got some super duper good colors in it. That just goes with a lot of things. So we're going to use it tonight. I do have some new ones. Desert Sands and Rose Dune that I'll be doing next week. But I don't want to open those yet because I want to take some pictures of the packaging before they, you know, it look like this after you've used it. So let me get my eyeshadow brush out. Let's see here. I'm going to start with taupe right here. That's going to be my kind of all over in transition color. I do have hooded eyes, so I go up above the crease. That's one reason I had my eyes tattooed so heavily. It's because I always would put on, you know, eye makeup and I couldn't see it. Well, I didn't know I had hooded eyes to go up above your crease. So in a way to kind of and you don't have to be more mature to have hooded eyes. Sometimes it's just hereditary. But if you have your eyes open and you can't see much of your eyelid, you have hooded eyes. So by going up above your natural crease, so it's easier to do that with your eyes open. Takes a little bit, but you will learn how to do it. And you can kind of get a little bit better grip of what you're trying to do with your eyes open. Okay, so I'm just taking a little thingamabob here. It's actually called a brush cleaning sponge. And I'm going to go into, let's see, what do I think I'm just going to go into Ashes, which is a little bit darker brown here. So I'm just taking the fluffy end and just kind of, I just want it on the outer edge. So when you have hooded eyes, instead of making a V, if you can do like a backwards 7. So basically I just go straight up and down. It helps to lift your eyes more up as to where a V kind of wants to draw it out, make them a little more closed. Let me get my little pointy, more of an eraser end. So you can kind of see where I just kind of drew that on. And then we'll blend it out. So I just want to do a neutral eye. So I'm going to blend, blend, blend. And if you hold your brush more towards the other end, it gives you more control over what you're doing and you're not pressing as hard. So it'll blend a little easier. I could actually slap my makeup on in about 5 to 8 minutes. Excuse me, depending on how detailed I get on my eyes, because a big part of the time when Chad's the last minute, oh, okay, let's go do this. So most of the time, I just throw me on some hair, then I put my makeup on in the car. So, and I'm a simple person. I'm not a 1 to 2 color eyeshadow person. Yeah, keep it simple. And one thing I do too, if it looks just like it might be a little too dark, I go a hair darker, because the time you actually blend it in, it lightens it up too much. So if you go just a hair or smidgen darker, it'll be the right shade for you. Alrighty, so I've got the majority of what I'm doing on my eyes. So I will go ahead and put my foundation on. I will take that pencil in and go into that taupe and kind of put that on the lids. Okay. Now, what are we going to use today? Let's see. I go back and forth between my two all-time favorites, our VFX Camera Ready Pro foundation and then our CC cream. I don't have any BB cream out here, but BB cream too is tinted as well. This CC cream is, I would say, a medium to full coverage because it's buildable, and this is full coverage. So let's just do CC. So CC stands for, I can't read, color control. Right there. So let me shake. I wear medium, which I've lost, you know, like all my tan. I was wearing a 10 and this, and I just recently went to a number 8 because 10 was too dark. So we'll see with this. It might be too dark, but we'll make it work. So I'm just kind of squirting this on here. And then I'll work it in just a little bit here with my brush. The reason I do that is I tend to get too much around my nose and it drives me nuts. So I've seen somebody say, well, let's just start on the outer edges. So this is a kabuki brush. So I'm just taking that, and you can see I'm stippling. Just a light tapping motion. And see how it's cleaning up my eye there, so where I was messy. So that's one thing too. You do your eye makeup first. You can be messy, and you just clean her up. But see how this has just got amazing coverage. I love the CC cream. Just a really, really pretty coverage. Okay. I think this is going to be a good shade. I was afraid it would be too dark, but I think it's going to work out perfect. Okay, so let's see what I want to do next. So what I was specifically trying to show for someone tonight is not only do I have dark circles, but I have bags. See these indentions? So when you have that, just like, okay, when we were young, I grew up in the 80s. I graduated in 86. I'm 54 years old. Can't hide my age. I remember getting like the lightest concealer we could, like to cover up a pimple. Well, it seems like it just made it stick out more, because it did, because usually it was raised from the skin. So you can't really, indentations or anything that sticks out a little bit, you can't really get rid of it, but we can camouflage it a little bit, okay? So this is our concealer, and this also has a plumping feature in it too, which is a bonus. So this is number 6. This is vanilla. So with me wearing a medium in that, what I do, I just I like this because it's got this little wand, and you can kind of just stick it where you want. I'm just kind of sticking it, just a small, teeny, tiny amount. Kind of like in the darkest, and if you look down, you can see it more. The sallowness there. Because if you put light in there, all that's going to do is accentuate it, okay? So, this color off the brush. So I'm just going to take my concealer brush, and I'm just going to lightly, because remember the skin under your eyes is very, very delicate. So I am just lightly tapping. Or you could even use your finger, but my nails are a little bit on the long side, so I stab myself in the eye if I do that. So it's a little bit of an orangey color for me, but it works. So see now, it doesn't, I mean, it's still there, but it's nowhere near as noticeable, okay? So next, I'm going to go in with our lightest color, which is a cool ivory. So I'm wanting to bring some brightness to my face. I'm going to go down my nose just a hair. Cupid's bow. A little bit on the chin. And then I'm going to go right in here, because I want to brighten up, but I don't want to accentuate my fine lines, wrinkles, or any of this bags I got going on. So I'm just kind of, the reason I put it mainly right here is to clean up my eyeshadow. Then I bring it up to kind of give myself a little bit of a lift. And I'll take all the facelift I can get. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of get, to see how that kind of, right there, it kind of makes me look more 3D. So, you know, I will take it just a little bit on my nose, because we're going to do some contouring. So I just kind of put some little stripes right here. I kind of call that my palm tree, because sometimes I'll go, that we want to, where you want to brighten your face is where the sun would naturally hit your face, make it look brighter. So basically your T-zone. So again, I'm just kind of doing the stippling. And then, very lightly, here in my eye. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of carrying that up to my eyelid, up to my brow. Because I have a hard time, especially in the mornings, looking awake. So see how much more that opened up my eye, made it look a little brighter? And we will blend again on our eyeshadow, so that will fix it. But see how much more brighter it makes it look? And two, by drawing you there, you're not looking at these bags as much. So, I'm just lightly stippling. Yeah. I've seen some people even like take, you know, like something like this to get like a, I just kind of wing it with my concealer. So, there we go. Tapped in a little more. And then what I do, so I don't have such a harsh between my foundation and the contour, is I just take the brush that I applied the foundation with, and I just tap. And that way, it'll transition better, and it won't look so harsh. See how much softer that looks? So, just kind of doing that. Voila, now we've got our contour done. So now that we've got all that, let me just tap one more time just because I'm a super tapper. We are going to set it. You can use setting spray. I just use powder. Oh, powder girl. This is our new loose setting powder. It's got a cute little spongy doohickey thing in there. And it's got like a little netting over that, like a mesh. So I just kind of take my, if you can see, I tapped it too hard. And I'm just kind of lightly tapping that on the skin. I guess when I turned my stuff over and dumped everything, my powder tapped up. So the reason I'm going up right there is because I'm wanting to set where I put that brightening concealer. So I tapped it on. Now I'm just kind of brushing away the excess. Now let's finish up the eyes. I have a little thin brush that I like to use to, I'm going to use the taupe color, and I just barely tap that in there. And even though my eyeliner is tattooed on, make sure I've got the right side, and I'm just going to carry that taupe color. I didn't put much on my brush. But see, it just kind of gives it a little bit more pizzazz. So again, there's not much on there. But this is flat, so you can kind of keep it right up under your lashes. For people like me that are messy. Now I got one more, so let's even her up. See, I told you, I'm not the world's best at this, but I can even it up and make it work. So I'm just going to take the fluffy end and kind of smoke it out a little bit. Okay. And we'll take, I don't really want to cover up all what I've done with that brightening concealer. I just want to kind of marry it all together. So I'm just kind of taking another blend there. Okay, so then what I normally do is I like to take just a smidgen of shimmer, and I'm going to go with Raina. And I'm just going to, and if you put a shimmer on with your finger, it's like it almost makes it more pigmented. You can also take your setting spray and squirt a little bit like on a paper towel and dip your eyeshadow brush into it to make it have a more foiled look like this. But I'm good. I'm old-fashioned. I'm good with my fingers. Okay. So now, let's see what I got going on back up in here. Our highlighter palette. Okay. So now, I am going to, this is called the Peach Bite palette. Yesterday I did my whole eyeshadow, contour, blush, everything with this one palette. So you've got your like contour bronzer, you've got your blush, and you've also got like an illuminator highlighter. So found my little, I got this on Amazon. It's a little flat. You can see it's kind of oval, but to just do tap, tap, tap. What you want to do with contour. Okay, you see we have natural shadows on our face. We want to enhance those. You know, I'm getting older. I want to look like I have a chiseled face. So you want to just kind of follow along the bottom of your cheekbone, okay? I know there's all these new trends to only go down so far or whatnot, but just make sure you don't go any further than your pupil inward. But now with me, because I am a little older, I like to go down a little more, because if I just do the trend where it's more up, you can't even see it on me. So I like to bring mine down like to the pupil area. Okay. But look, just one side, you can already see I'm getting chiseled. So kind of like what you want to do, kind of like the rule of thumb, but again, it's all in the way you want to do it, is to do a 3. Okay. So see, look, just having it here, how it just kind of makes me look thinner. I'll take thinness all I can get. So let's do this. And if you don't know where your cheekbones are, just do your fish face. So now I'm taking the contour. And if I hadn't put that eyeshadow primer on there, all my brown spots, sunspots, melasma, whatever you want to call it, would be sticking out, and it would make it look like I've got, I don't know, some kind of funky junk going on. So by doing this, that way I can wear contour without it looking like I've got a bruise or something. So I like to start at my ear, okay, because I'm wanting to thin out as much as I can. And I'm just kind of dipping lightly. So as we get older too, we get this turkey neck, double chin, and all that good jazz. So I kind of make a line with it, and then I just, this is the only place on your face you should go in a downward motion, is through your contour. I don't want it to go away, but I don't want it to have a harsh line. But see how my turkey neck don't stick out as bad. So now I'm just going to stick my finger. I'm trying to fit the mirror up here. So I'm going to dip my forefinger because you don't have as much strength in that. Putting it right here. My Cupid's bow. And I'm taking a tiny bit and just kind of putting it under my brow. So you really can't see it that much from the front side, but when you turn sideways, you can. And because I do have some fine lines and wrinkles, I do not put it in the blush area. But that is just a personal preference. You can do it however you want to. And I put a little bit here on the edge of my nose. So now I'm going to go in, because I've got stuff with red on it, I don't want to wear peach blush. So this is our blush palette that came out last Mother's Day. It's got some really pretty colors in it. This one has a shimmer. And this one is really scary, but it is so pretty on. So I'm just going to kind of tap, tap, tap. And then I'm just going to kind of tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to bring it down because I know the trend is, again, back up here. But if I just put it there, you can't see it from the front of my face. See, now you can see it. So again, that's personal preference. So I might try trends, but I like doing my own thing. I like to do the Lisa. So now what I do at the end of that is I'll just take the fluffy end of a brush and I'll just kind of give her a once more. Put some of this junk up, get it out of the way. Okay, so now, because someone the other day, now we're having a messenger conversation. Oh my goodness, let me turn this off. About the bags and dark circles. So I am taking a black eyeliner, okay? And I can't look right into this and do it. I have to kind of look in a little mirror, so you have to kind of watch me from the side. I just do in that inner corner. But see the difference? Isn't that cool? So I'm going to do this side. Then I'm going to just go over right at my eyelashes. Because by doing that, see how it makes my eyelashes look a lot darker on this side? So, because your eyeshadow and stuff falls down on them, so. Okie dokie. So that's kind of how I get that to work. And of course, somewhere, oh, here it is. I lost the lid. And let's see, here's the mascara, brow brush. Trying to find, here we go. So if you want your eyes to look a little bit more open, this is, I know it looks weird, but it's a white eyeliner pencil. And you don't have to do it real heavy, just right in the waterline. To see how it makes it look more open. So just a little bit's all you need. Okay, and let me show you a product that I've had for a long flipping time and haven't used it. And I was going through some boxes the other day because I had ordered some samples of our makeup, and I was sorting it and put it in different baggies. So I found this. This is brow mascara. I am probably like the worst at doing brows. So we have it in several different colors. But look at this little brush. Is that not just like the cutest? I mean, it was like super cute. And what I like about this, it don't take much, okay? I'm just going very lightly. Is because it's made, it's got those bristles. It just kind of coats your lashes. And I'm just kind of following the natural. I mean, I still have lashes, but they're just so much lighter. And I don't like to have, I mean, the trend is to have really bushy and heavy eyebrows. I don't like that. I like a natural look. So I just darkened them up a hair. But look how much, basically, eyebrows, they frame your face. So let me kind of look over to the side so you can see what I'm doing. And I know they have pencils and stuff that kind of do brush strokes. But I'm like, this stuff is flipping awesome. So this is brow mascara. I think this is the blonde one. We have different colors. But this really cute, really easy. Then I really don't even have to do anything else. But I am just taking a little spoolie. Okay. To brush them up. Okay. And they don't have to be twins. They can be sisters. Okay. It's really hard to get everything even. Okay. But I am just like shocked that over a year, I've probably had that and not used it. So what I'm going to use now is our Double Lash Extend Mascara. I love this because it has 2 brushes in it. And it's labeled on there, length and volume. So what I want to do first is I want to use the length. Do not pump, just twist. Because when you pump it, you get air in there, okay? So, it's just showing you this brush. So there again, you will see my mouth hang open, but I have to look in this little mirror to do it. Why I have to have my mouth hanging open, I don't know. Apparently I'm not the only one though. I see other people do lives and their mouth hangs open. So, and some people do not put mascara on their lower lashes. I do. I like it. Again, it's personal preference. Try to not cover up the camera so you can see what I'm doing. This one is starting to get low. I'm going to have to open the other new one. Twist that, get a little bit more product on there. So as I was saying, I have ordered samples of our different makeup, concealer, skincare. I'll be doing a live on our skincare, or the one that I use. We have different ones. The one that I use is called Resurface. It's for, it's got retinol. It's got different things, but I will show. I've got a piece of lint hanging here. I was trying to get out. Okay. It's called Resurface. We have several different lines, which is rare. I mean, like the last company that I did makeup for, they had one line to do all ages. I mean, not everybody has the same skin issues. Some people are more dry. Some people are more concerned about wrinkles. Some people are more concerned about acne. So it's not a one-stop shop. So I've got samples of all of our skincare lines, and I'll go over those. But when I had knee replacement surgery last March, you know, after you have surgery, you don't really drink much. You just, I don't know. My skin just, you could tell I was dehydrated. And just, I don't know, my skin was real sallow looking. So I used the Calendula line, which is a healing. And it did wonders for my skin. So that is one coat of the length. Okay, so now we're going to open up the pink part. And we're going to add some volume. Look at the difference. This stuff is amazing. But I also have samples, like I said, of the concealer, the VFX Pro, the BB cream, the CC cream. So, you know, if you're interested, just send me a message and I'll get you some in the mail. I ordered me a heated eyelash curler because a regular eyelash curler just not too much for me. Okay, so, but see, look at the big difference. So this side over here, and I guess it's probably where I had my eyeliner tattooed. Right in here, they grow weird, and then they'll grow up and have a curl at the edge of them. I have to, like, take cuticle scissors and cut that little snippet off. Or when I put mascara on, it looks really, really weird. We are almost together, ladies. Okay. So lastly, what I'm going to put on is some lips. And I've had a couple of people from one of my wig support groups ask about what I've been using. So I sent them a link, but I will show you what I use. The two colors I mix. And again, I did dump my makeup thing over and everything got all messed up. So I'm hoping I can find both colors. Here we go. Yay! So this is our lip liner. It's really, really good. Great color. It's called 227. So I have a hard time. It's like lip liner is just hard for me to put on. So this is our lip conditioner. So I just kind of take it and just kind of rub my pencil on there. Hey, Mowgli. So again, I have to look in this little mirror. But look how easy that glides on. Oh, let me put just a tad more on. Because my pout, I don't want to get it wacky. Look on this side. Okay. Lip liner on. Put her up. So what I do, I use two colors. The first one is called Cool Girl. Really pretty. And I like our applicators. It's kind of like a little doe foot. So what I do, I wipe some of the excess off, but I just kind of put her there in the middle. So I don't want a big clump. So I go with a sharp end. On the edges. And this is matte liquid lip. I love that because it lasts all day long. You can eat, you can drink, and not have to reapply it, okay? But I like a little bit of an ombre look, so this is called Cool Beige. So all I'm doing is taking that doe foot. See how it kind of gives it dimension? And that's what I like. But if you're going to put 2 colors on, you need to do it while the first one's still wet, because if not, it's really hard to do. But that will last all flipping day. Okay, so now, I should have done this a while ago, but I'm going to turn my flat iron on, run it through this wig, just a hair. I turn it on 320, but this only takes 30 seconds to heat up, so hey, we're doing good. So I'm just going to stick this junk right here. Everything out of the way while it's heating up. Pull my hair back. So everybody's hair, forehead and stuff is different, but kind of like to get a general idea, your hairline with your wig should be 4 fingers above your eyebrow. So I'm just taking, I have a heat-friendly wig. This is Belle Tress. This is Alpha Blend. So I'm just smoothing her up on the end so she looks nice and pristine. This is really a pretty color. It's a platinum-y blonde, but now with the ring light and all that, it looks more kind of silvery gray, but it's a really pretty blonde. Because again, being a person from the 80s, you know, I always had the platinum blonde. Okay, that quick with hair. I love it. Okay, ladies. Well, that is it. If you got any questions or you'd like any samples, all you need to do is message me. Have a good night.